We defended the way we wanted to, and we rebounded the way we wanted to. Offensively, we had a bunch of shots that we normally make that didn't go in. So that's a gritty win when you can do that.
Coach, now that you snapped the 2-game losing streak, how do you plan to continue your success against Iona?
Same thing. We got to defend and rebound against them. Get our game plan together. For Lizarazu, who's one of the best players in the league, she's so good. She makes everybody else good on that team, and they're playing really well right now. I think they've won, maybe 4 or 5 in a row, something like that. They just beat Quinnipiac at home, and then they won up at Niagara tonight. So hopefully that same defensive intensity that we had for a bunch of stretches tonight and rebounding the basketball the same way. And then I know we'll be better offensively because we have a good offensive team.
Offensively, Coach, you were just saying, I know you guys didn't necessarily hit the shots that you wanted to, but what did you do so well to really spread the ball around? I mean, it seemed like you got a ton of open looks.
We did. I mean, with this movement, we're big believers in ball and player movement. I'm not a huge believer in the dribble. We use the dribble, but I don't love it because the ball moves faster than people do. So we like to pass and move and cut. And I thought that we got some great open looks by moving it in the middle of the paint, inside out threes. We got some really good looks.
And then Maria, what did you guys do so well to really close them down defensively? I mean, coming into this game, a team with a starting lineup that seemed like it was much bigger, but you guys really took out their best player really from the start of the game in Grimmy.
Well, that was the whole point. Like all week we were talking about battling with Grimmy, and Cooley and Sada and Slia really did a good job taking away her looks, and when they did get the lobs over top, our help defense was over there. So a lot of communication really helped with their slipping and their ball screens.
Sada continue to perform pretty much, it seems, on both ends of the court. What do you keep doing? I mean, it seems like teams should really start to find ways to close things off you more, but you continue just to finish so strong. What did you see out there tonight? What did you do so well to keep getting open?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's just like the motion we have. We have so many opportunities to score, so many ways to score the ball. And today I made some threes, and sometimes I made more baskets around the basket. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just.
And it'll be interesting. We'll start to see here. Obviously she's a game plan, right? They're going to try to game plan to stop her, and so we'll have to continue to evolve. When they start to double her, that's a great thing about Sada. She could pass, so they start to double her and do some different things to make us good, right? Because if you have somebody that they want to double, then you're going to be able to get open shots, which is great. But in a zone, when they're playing a lot of zone, it's easier to get lost, right? And they played mostly zone almost the entire night, and so these guys can get lost. They can't find them when they're cutting through there, and I think that was really big for us.
Maria, near the half, there was a couple big plays you made that really helped the team kind of get back in the lead. What was the team's mindset like at halftime?
At halftime, we were really hyped. In the locker room, we were talking about how we could have taken more charges on. Remember?
Yeah, Kaju number 2.
And then there were a lot of opportunities, and we were just talking about, usually at the half we talk about what we need to improve, but when we first got in there, we were all hyped and clapping and stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was a big stretch. We finished on a 9-0 run in the first half, and she blocked a shot and got a couple big plays defensively, and then we ran a little play at the end of the half and got a fade screen wide open 3, and she knocked it down. I thought that was big. You could go into the half up 2 or 3, that's great, but all of a sudden we go into the half up 7, was it 7? Something like that, because she bangs a 3 at the end of the shot clock, and that's definitely a momentum, sort of builder. And then she took an offensive foul, which is dessert for Maria. I think that's the only one. Did anyone else get one? Mm-hmm. Nope, dessert for Maria on the next road trip. That's how it works.
And Sara, you played really strong today. What can you do to kind of keep the mentality through this weekend and the rest of the season?
Just try to play strong and I don't know, go to the offensive rebounds and stay strong. I feel like.
I thought Lauren did a really good job keeping us in it in the first half. So she scores our first 11 points, And then we take her out, and we're struggling to score. And Lauren went and got a bunch of offensive rebounds. They got us second chance opportunities, and that was huge for us. She had a sort of a silent 15-7, 3 assists, no turnovers, a block and 2 steals, right? Like, that's a pretty good game right there, what she put out there for us.
And then in one of these games where you might not necessarily be hitting all of the shots that you want to hit, what do you learn? What do you learn about your team? What do you take away from it when you're still able to grind out a win like this?
Exactly that. Like, we can do that. Like, we can grind one out, right? We're not playing well offensively, but we're going to keep playing defense and get big stops. And we did some really good things down the stretch. Scouting report-wise, they're running some plays that we were on top of. I thought every 3 that Irizarry took was rushed, blocked, contested. Like, she did not get very many clean looks at 3. And those are things that we were trying to make sure that we did to not let her get those looks. Same thing with Maeve. Like, we were not letting Maeve get, now she didn't play many minutes, but we weren't going to let her get any shots. So to watch them, do the scouting report, defend and rebound in a game when we're not shooting well, now I know. So, hey, guess what? Now it's out. We can do it, right? We can defend.